Turkey is a stunning destination that straddles Asia and Europe. It is packed to the brim with ancient monuments, left over from a parade of empires, and endowed with showcase scenery that never fails to impress. All who visit are awed by its vibrant culture, delectable cuisine, and vast history, while its magnificent landscapes, which range from the Mediterranean's warm sunshine to its mighty mountains and arid steppe, serve as standalone tourist attractions. In this video, we show you 10 of the most beautiful places to visit in Turkey. Number 10, Uzungol. One of Turkey's most famous sites is the natural lake of Uzungol. It's become a major attraction for tourists from all over the world, known for its beauty and magical surroundings. In the Çaykur district of Trabzon province in northeastern Turkey, on the Black Sea, is where you'll find Uzungol Lake. A village located on the lake's shore inspired the naming of the lake. The lake has become very famous over time, and has attracted numerous visitors from all over the world. It is 99 kilometers from Trabzon city center and 19 kilometers from Sakarya. The lake was created around 500 years ago, when the Helen Dam stopped the Oludeniz River from flowing. The lake has a height of 1,100 meters above sea level, a 7-kilometer circumference, and its water is sweet. Number 9, Bodrum. Once a cozy fishing village of only a few thousand people, Bodrum has experienced a renaissance in the last half-century that has transformed this once sleepy community into one of Turkey's most popular vacation hotspots. Writers, intellectuals, artists and musicians have long called this Aegean town home, or second home, attracting a vibrant cultural scene paralleled only by the town's nightlife. Windswept beaches and glittering waters provide the backdrop to the perfect beach getaway. Bodrum sits upon the southern coast of a Turkish peninsula bearing the same name, and offers a great mix of sights and pleasures ranging from aquatic to ancient and nocturnal. Take a day trip around the peninsula in clear blue water. One might think that the best way to explore ancient Greece is to, well, go to Greece, but the truth is, the modern borders do not collect the amphitheaters and artifacts of olden days all in a single country. Far from it. You'll have your fair share of ancient Greek sites to explore right in Bodrum, among so much else. Number 8, Istanbul. Istanbul is one of the major metropolises of the globe, having been desired by empires throughout history, and touching both Europe and Asia. The colony of Byzantium, which was established in 1000 BC, developed into the magnificent capital of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople, and after the Ottoman takeover of the city, it kept its illustrious position as the center of their empire. The city, which was officially called Istanbul after the Turkish Republic was established, is strewn with magnificent reminders of its lengthy and storied past, and its tourism attractions will astonish even the most monument-weary traveler. Leave enough time to tour the other sites, in addition to the Big Four, the Hagia Sophia Mosque, Topkapı Palace, Blue Mosque, and Grand Bazaar. There are a dazzling variety of additional things to do across the further areas of the city, despite the fact that many of the most well-known and excellent locations to visit are situated in or close to Sultanahmet, the ancient city district. If you want to know more about Istanbul, watch our full video about Istanbul. Number 7, Oludeniz. Impossibly turquoise blue water. Lush green forest tumbling down a cliff to a white sand beach. Check. The sheltered inlet of Oludeniz, just a short journey from Fethiye, is Turkey's most famous beach, and with scenery that might as well have fallen off a perfect postcard, it's easy to see why its popularity hasn't waned. If the beach gets too crowded, it's time to take to the skies and experience the stunning aerial views on a tandem paragliding dive off the summit of mighty Baba Dağ, Mount Baba, which rises up behind the shore. Don't forget that Oludeniz is one of the world's top paragliding destinations. Number 6, Cappadocia. Every photographer's dream is captured in Cappadokya's surreal, swooping rock valleys. Rippling panoramas of wave-like rock formations, or bizarrely shaped pinnacles that have been shaped by millennia of wind and water action, can be found on cliff ridges and hill crests. In addition, this is one of the top locations in the world to go on a hot air balloon ride, if you don't feel like hiking for the views. The frescoed rock-cut churches and cave-cut buildings from the Byzantine era, when this region was inhabited by monastic Christian communities, are nestled in this distinctive lunar-like landscape. Some of the best surviving religious works from the middle of the Byzantine era can be found, in particular, in the numerous cave churches of Gurame Open Air Museum and Ilara Valley. With their boutique hotels that allow guests stay in caves with all of contemporary comforts, Cappadokya's villages, half-hewn into the hillsides, are also an attraction in and of themselves. From here, visitors can explore the surrounding countryside. Number 5, Ephesus. The impressive ruin of Ephesus is a city of enormous monuments and marble-columned roads that should not be missed. This is the place to experience what life must have been like during the Roman Empire's golden age, because it is one of the most complete, still-standing famed cities from antiquity in the Mediterranean region. Although the city has been inhabited since the 10th century BCE, the majority of the significant monuments you can still see today date from the Roman era, when it was a thriving commercial center. The Great Theatre, the complex of terraced houses with frescoes, and the Celsus Library all serve as evidence of Ephesus' wealth and importance during the Roman era. Make sure to plan your visit so you won't feel rushed. A sightseeing trip here will take at least half a day to cover the major highlights and longer, if you really want to explore. Number 4, Pamukkale. The pristine white travertine terraces of Pamukkale, also known as Cotton Castle in English, cascade down the slope and are out of place in the surrounding greenery. They are one of Turkey's most well-known natural wonders. The enormous and sprawling ruins of Greco-Roman Hierapolis, an ancient spa town, are scattered across the summit of this calcite hill, though the travertines themselves are a highlight of a trip to Turkey. After exploring the ruins of the city's agora, gymnasium, necropolis, and grand gates, as well as the ancient theater with its views of the surrounding countryside, you can take a dip in the historic pool's mineral-rich waters, which helped make this spa town famous in antiquity. After that, walk down the Travertine Hill, to the modern Pamukkale small village below, by wading through the water-filled upper terraces. Come at dusk when the sun is setting to get the best pictures of the glowing travertines. Number 3, Antalya. Everyone can find something to enjoy in this thriving Mediterranean hub. The two main beaches outside of town are a sun paradise loungers in the summer, and draw tourists from all over Europe. While the Old Town area, tucked in the heart of the city, is a wonderful place to explore with its cobblestone alleyways, bordered by creaky mansions from the Ottoman era. For tourists who want to use Antalya as a base, there are a ton of attractions outside of town, in addition to the impressive collection of Hellenistic and Roman marble statues housed in one of the nation's best museums, the Antalya Museum. Particularly, Antalya is a convenient starting point for day trips to some of Turkey's most famous Greco-Roman ruins. Number 2, Sumela Monastery. With its stunning, lonely setting, built into a cliff face, Sumela Monastery, Monastery of the Virgin Mary, is the star attraction for visitors along the Black Sea coast. Wandering around this abandoned religious complex, with its church interiors crammed with dazzling and vibrant frescoes, is a must for anyone who makes the long journey to Turkey's northeast region. The monastery first opened during the Byzantine era and only ceased operation as a working religious center in 1923, when the monks were forced to leave as part of the Greek-Turkish population exchange. Today, wandering its empty cells, it's easy to imagine the isolated lives of the monks who once lived here. Number 1. Mount Nemrut. The top sightseeing drawcard for eastern Turkey, Mount Nemrut's summit funerary mound is scattered with the broken remnants of once mammoth statues, which guarded it. This weird and lonely place has to be one of Turkey's most peculiar archaeological sites. The giant stone heads of long-forgotten gods stare out from the summit, casting an eerie atmosphere over the barren mountaintop. Antiochus I dedicated this grand funerary mound to himself as a showcase of his importance, raising a 50-meter-high artificial peak on Mount Nemrut's summit, and then decorating it with statues of himself and various gods. The most popular time to visit is at sunrise, so you can watch the statues as they loom out of the dark.